Bro, this is ridiculous, bro. We just got to school, man. This gotta stop. We just got here. It's only 8 o'clock. 8:30. It's only 8 o'clock, 8:30, man. This gotta stop, bro, for real.
That's a big no for me, dog. If I walked into the classroom and it was tore up like that, you best believe I'd turn around, hop back into the car, and go straight on home. I'll try again tomorrow if you're lucky.
Some behaviors are like way beyond classroom management. Build better relationships with your kids and fix your classroom management, and then you won't have as many behavior problems. That's a bad piece of advice that has been given to teachers, not just first year teachers, but just to teachers in general. There's sometimes that people have all the structure in the world, and that doesn't work, because at that point you would be classifying kids as they all act the same, and that what works for one kid works for everybody. That's not true.
I think where it frustrates teachers is sometimes the way it gets communicated. It makes it sound like teachers aren't already trying to build relationships.
Yeah. What?
So what do we do for those kids that don't care about fostering a relationship or simply want to disrupt the classroom? Some of these kids don't care what the teacher thinks, and they require way more support than one teacher can give. While these kids shouldn't be neglected, a teacher's responsibility is also to educate the rest of the class and provide them with a safe learning environment.
Quite a few times.
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.
And scene.
I'm telling you, man, discipline took a massive nosedive when teachers had their ability to give consequences revoked. We can't suspend kids. We can't even take away recess. What, pray tell, can we hold over their heads then? That's why they can tear up a classroom and come back the same day like nothing happened. Nah, man, we're doing them a disservice because we're not preparing them for the real world. And guess what? The other kids in the classroom suffer because they just want to learn. And little Billy over here is throwing a royal fit. It's backwards and it's wrong.
So if you are in educational leadership, I want you to stop and watch this video. So I was recently present for a meeting, and there were some people in the meeting that were part of the leadership team, right? And they were just confused and dumbfounded. How is there no growth? And we have all these curriculums, and we have all these workshop meetings, and we have all these different things that is supposed to be helping kids grow. And honestly, in the meeting, I laughed. And I looked at my coworker because I knew exactly what she was thinking, and I knew what I was thinking. I don't know. I just feel like it's a blatant slap in the face when y'all say, I don't know what's going on and I don't understand why there's no growth, when you are literally ignoring the fact that we are in this classroom fighting behavior problems 100% of our time. Like most days, I just dread coming to work because I'm about to be a babysitter for the day. Like at my last school, a student full-blown hit me. And the very next day, I got an email from my principal talking about what I could have done better. And not only that, I was forced to call the parents and apologize for the child's behavior.
Wait, hold on. Did y'all catch that? What do you say? I'm sorry my face connected to your child's fist. Can I bring him some s'mores tomorrow?
And we were just talking about how teaching should be fun and we should be excited to come to work and excited to do this and do that in the classroom. I said, I absolutely 100% agree. But is that realistic? No. And then I just altogether stopped calling parents because whenever I would call parents, they would say, oh, just move their seat. Like, I really hate when we get into these meetings and they just like walk over or not even acknowledge how bad the behaviors are with these students. Y'all can be on here acting like it's just Molly go lucky, like the classroom is just, you know, it's all about management, it's all about, no. There is something going on with these children of today that their behavior is so bad that I will tell my children, like, literally having a good teacher that cares and know what they're doing is a privilege now, because all of these good teachers are leaving the profession because they're tired of coming to work and being a child wrangler. They're tired of coming to work and they're tired of being a babysitter, a therapist, and no learning is being done. But then when it's time for these reports and time for these numbers to pop up, they're being looked at as fraudulent because there's no growth in the classroom. But where were you when I had to send down little Susie because she's biting everybody in the room? Where were you when little Donald was walking around hitting all these girls on the butt? You sent them back to my classroom with a lollipop in their hand and a smile on their face. No parental help, no admin help. But when it's time to look at these scores and evaluate them, it's fingers pointed at us. And that's why when I go to these meetings, I make it a point to speak up. I make it a point to say my piece. I don't care if I'm looked at as the problem child. I don't care if I'm looked at as if I talk too much, as if I'm saying the elephant in the room. I really don't care, because literally my mental health is so bad when I come to work I'm going to say what I have to say. It's me up at 4 a.m. in the morning, tossing and turning, not able to detach from work because I'm so miserable going in because I have to deal with these issues that I'm getting no support on. But you, with your clipboard and keys, get to walk into my room any given moment and expect perfection. And when it's not, you're jotting down notes and you're making reports. And this is why you have to speak your piece. And when you're working up in this field, until however long I'm going to be here, you're going to hear my mouth.
This man spoke raw, unfiltered truth, and we should all learn a lesson from him. If we don't speak up about the horrible conditions some teachers are facing, nothing will change. Also, links to this creator and all of the other creators in this video are in the description, so be sure to check them out. Please like and subscribe. You'll help me out with my mission to spread awareness to the current state of teaching.
Let's come here.
Fuck you, stupid. Oh, say that, folks. What did you say it?
Too true. These kids are out here making us all regret our life's choices.
And you sound like you should shut. God bless you.
If you want to know how stressful teaching is, buy 71 alarm clocks. Purchase 71 alarm clocks and have them all go off within 2 seconds of each other. And even as you hit snooze, just imagine that the alarm goes off again. Just ring, 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 ring. See how annoying that is and how you don't even want to listen to me? That's what it's like for 7 hours. But the alarm clocks are now saying things. Ring, can I go to the bathroom? Ring, can I get a Band-Aid? Ring, can I go outside? Ring, what's your favorite color? Ring, do you like turtles? Ring, what are you up to? Ring, what's your name? Ring. And then you just get off work. And then somebody's like, hi, you want to go out? And you're like, dude, I want to do anything but go out. In fact, is there a cave or a monastery somewhere that I can go? You know those people who sit in robes and just stare at a wall for 18 hours a day? How do I sign up to be in one of those things?
Not gonna lie, this is one of the best examples of overstimulation in teachers. By the end of the day, I just want to shut my brain down and mindlessly doom scroll or watch TV. The last thing I want to do is have to make another decision on anything.
Get the hell out of my life! Who needs you? Beat it! Leave me alone! I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean that either. I just yell sometimes because I get so scared.
This right here is the moment that we're going to look back in history and realize this is when the empire started to fall. And y'all want to know what it looks like? It's when students don't want to learn and when the teachers don't want to teach. Y'all, over 1,000 teachers have resigned in the state of Arizona in the past 4 months. And you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to bribe them with $10,000 to come back and teach the students. And they're saying, hell no.
How does a $10,000 raise sound? That's exactly what State Schools Chief Tom Horn said is needed to stop the mass exodus of teachers in Arizona's public schools.
It is a crisis because we're losing more teachers than are coming into the profession. So that's a real crisis.
State Schools Chief Tom Horn's office released a study this week. It showed more than 1,000 public school teachers have quit since July 1st. About the same number from district and charter schools, and nearly 300 quit after the school year started. But that's not all.
We have 4,000 vacancies being filled by long-term substitutes, which is not a good idea because they're not properly trained. We have 1,400 positions that haven't been filled at all.
Horn said teachers are leaving because of bad pay and a lack of discipline for students.
Matt Gress, who's a Republican legislator, my legislator from my district, had a bill to give everyone a $10,000 raise. That would have put us in the top 10 for starting salaries and would have solved a lot of problems. Unfortunately, it didn't pass.
Is anyone surprised that this bill didn't pass? People always say they value educators, but not enough to pay them closer to what they're worth. So what's going to happen? They're going to squeeze the juice out of those teachers that stick around until they're forced to quit, and no one is going to want to step in to fill those shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, no.
It's always. It is. It's always. Yes. It's always back here.
Oh, I can't even tank.
Teaching is difficult, but a teacher in a behavior class is on an entirely different level. Big props to you all. I could never do what you all do. And they for sure don't pay you all enough. Nothing less than 6 figures is what I say.
300,000 teachers quit last year. I got their anonymous confessions. What they revealed will shock you. Here's the teacher confessions. I spend 6 hours on paperwork and 2 hours actually teaching. I'm not allowed to fail students who haven't learned anything. The curriculum is designed by people who have never actually taught. I'd homeschool my own kids if I could afford to quit. We were babysitters with degrees, not educators. Parents know their kids better than I ever will. The system isn't broken, but speaking up means losing my job. Even the people inside the system know it's failing your children. Comment broken if you've heard teachers complain about the system that they work in.
None of this is groundbreaking news to teachers in the classroom. The real question is, what will it take for society to do something meaningful about it?
Lizard, 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 lizard.
Oh, gosh. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. We've got this. All right, quick, everybody, get into small groups. Small groups now. Somebody use technology. Quick, no, everyone use technology. When he comes through that door, if I ask a question, you raise your hand. We're going for 100% engagement. Everyone gets a candy if you all look engaged.
I had a sixth grader who did not do a project. No part of the project at all. It was the end of the year and there was a 0 because
Did not do anything.
the report cards came out and the parents were very upset that this child had a B in English. I said, I'm sorry, like he didn't do the project. This was the first time I ever stood my ground on anything. My principal got an email from them. They also emailed the superintendent and they forced me to give this kid an A.
Unfortunately, this is what happens. If a parent throws a big enough fit, they get what they want.
When I was trying to explain what was going on in class, you hear what your classmates are still doing, and the sad part is teacher don't sat down and they still talking. So I got work to do.
You okay? All right.
I can get some hand size. Go get it. It's over there.
All I know is I tried to do my job today, and a lot of people are stopping me from doing my job. I don't understand why so many people are up talking, and we're going into the 4th week of school. I told you already, first 5 minutes, you're quiet. I don't understand why my classroom sounds like a Starbucks. It never gave that. When you come in, you sit down, you be quiet. It's too late to ask me what the directions are now when I was up here all day waiting on you. Who's wrong in this situation?
All teachers have been here and can relate. It's a shame that managing behavior takes up such a massive chunk of the day, and it is absolutely draining.
We've normalized letting one student ruin learning for 30 others. Sometimes a student needs to go. At our school, when a teacher needs student support, we're here. Our admin ditched our offices for these rolling carts. Here's our mindset. If teachers have 30 students, we can support with that one. So when behavior disrupts learning, we take action. First, we take the student. We don't ask the teacher to stop mid-lesson to submit paperwork. The student comes with us, the teacher and the rest of the class continue the lesson. Second, we have a plan for the removed student. It's not playtime, no candy, no free time on a Chromebook. Admin contacts the parent and the student completes their classwork with us. Third, if we have questions for the teacher, we ask those later. In the moment, we support. One student shouldn't take away learning for the whole class. We take the student so teachers can teach. What do you think of our approach?
What do I think? I think we need to find a way to clone this man and put him in every school. Principles like this are rare, and you best count yourself blessed if you have one.
Let's talk about consequences in the classroom. I only have one consequence and I use it for everything. Let me show you. Notable mention, we are not allowed to take away recess or really anything from kids. So I had to come up with something that was a reflection of a natural consequence and something that actually felt like a consequence. This is all it is. It's an apology letter. Let me explain. So in the classroom, my kids know that they get 3 chances. 1 verbal warning. By the 2nd warning, I'm probably moving you somewhere else. By the 3rd warning, you are filling out an apology letter to me. If they put their hands on somebody, they're filling out an apology letter. If they're disrespectful, if they're defiant, anything like that, they're filling out an apology letter. And then the follow-up is the important part. My kids also know that every apology letter that they fill out, I snap a photo of and I send it home. This is so kids know that I'm not around and I'm going to get your parent involved in every poor choice that you make. The follow through is everything. You cannot be full of empty threats. One more time and you're going to fill out an apology letter. No. By 3, you are filling out one of these. I have some kids that fill out 5 a week. But you know what? Your parents know I'm creating documentation. There's a paper trail of your behavior and it's a consequence. It's not my fault if you just so happen to be doing this during something fun in the classroom. Now, obviously, bigger behaviors get sent to admin, and this isn't going to work for every kid. But at the end of the day, I have to let go the ones that I can't control. This is something that works in my classroom. It's super easy to manage, but you can make this for any grade. Follow for more tips.
That's all for today. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. My name's Tyler, this is The State of Teaching, and I'm out of here. Cue the outro.
Bell rings, they still late. Acting like the lesson can't wait. One kid suddenly ill, but he running hallways with great skill. Phone